Hi guys. Well, sorry for updating so late. I quickly had to bath and get dressed. Look at my cute shoes. They're so cute, Anyway, because I'm currently at an auction. But before I'm going to get out, I'm just going to prepare myself. Because I am in a massive amount of pain. And it's going in for a week now. And it just doesn't want to go away. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I suspect it's because I scaled down of the opiates. But normally it lasts 7 to 14 days. And it's way beyond that point now. The pain in my back is like, it's like a dog biting you and he doesn't want to release because his jaws just locked on top of you and you have to go, yeah, it's like that. I am going to the hospital on Monday. And keep in mind, my family does have 2 genetic back illnesses. I don't know the names. I'll just find out again from my mother. But yeah. And then also I have to do this generational thing of the third. It's my mom, my grandmother, and then it's me. Because I'm the 3rd generation, I have to go for a cancer checkup twice a year because my mom was born with cancer and she had huge operations while she was still a little child. So currently I'm gonna have to go for cancer checkup. My mother's father passed away of lung cancer. I never knew my real grandfather because he passed away when my mom was still a child. But fast forward to that, his family, all of them passed away with cancer. All of them passed away with the cancer. And so it's actually basically a genetic thing in my family. My grandfather, my mother's father, the only person that did not pass away with cancer was his nephew because he died in a car crash. Yes, but my father, I don't know much about my father because I only saw him 3 times in my life. His real mother married an American and she moved to America. I never saw my father's mother ever in my whole life, not even on a photo. The only thing I know about her is a name and a surname, Angela Amos, and that she's got 2 golden AAs on her teeth. My mother did tell me a little bit about her, and my mother always say that you look just like your father's mother, and you look just like your father, and you are exactly like them, and all of those type of things. So yeah, I am sort of curious and I would really like to meet her one day. So I am going to try and do my own investigation, because if I don't do that, no one's going to do it for me. So yes guys, there's a lot of things that I would like to still do in my life before I pass on. And one of them is to meet my real grandmother, like my grandmother, my father's mother. But my father is a severe alcoholic. It's like he's such an intelligent man. He's got a 5 seal in one main worker. So he's not like unintelligent. He's very intelligent actually. And my mother's mother was a nurse, the head nurse. And she always told me this story about her apparently pushing a woman to the mortuary, and this woman decided to stand up halfway to the mortuary, and all the nurses that was with her ran away, and that she was the only one who went and got the doctor. Very clever of her, because if she ran away as well because of the fright, then that woman would have been dead. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, this was just a small drop of detail about my life. I really, one day, when I'm healed medically, I would like to go and do not an autobiography, because I don't think that's valid. How can another person write about your life? Although it's like writing a song and he's just doing the lyrics. No, I don't think it's very valid. I want to do a normal biography. I want to write my own biography, and I'm gonna study myself. I'm gonna learn myself to do this accurately and perfect, because that's the type of person I am. If I do something, I have to do it perfectly. This is just an hobby for me, to give me a little bit of self-motivation for the severe depression that I've found to know that I do have. I'm not diagnosed with it yet, but my doctor did refer me to a psychiatrist in the beginning of this year. And many things happened, and I didn't get there. But now, I don't care about my mental health as much, because I do keep myself busy. I care about the amount of pain that I'm in, because it doesn't feel normal. It just doesn't feel normal. The quality of life instantly, I feel trapped in my own body, because I can't move around without my back giving me so much problems that it's actually my back is so painful that my legs become painful, and I do have a shaft pain in my leg. I had a pylon operation for my ankle because I was actually hijacked and I jumped on the bonnet of the car like they do in the movies. Yeah, like that. But anyway, to make long story short, the guy actually drove over my leg with my own car, and he actually went without petrol, so I got my car back also, you know. If I didn't fight for it, I wouldn't have had it. You can't just come and take my car. Take my car. I wasn't born in apartheid. Why are you taking your shit out on me? Like I did something to you. You took it. You can take everything. You can take your land. You can take anything you want. You can change the street names and everything. But you're not going to take something I worked for so hard in my life. I'm sorry. I will fight for what is mine. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye.